Good afternoon. I'm Bob Gallucci, President of the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation. Today, as you gather in Washington to honor local, state, and emerging leaders as champions for change in juvenile justice reform, we also want to recognize a special group of champions who have been the bedrock of models for change over the last decade. So we are honoring today our 4 core state coordinators and leadership teams from Illinois, Louisiana, Pennsylvania, and Washington as champions for change. Your collective leadership and unwavering commitment to juvenile justice systems reform has made Models for Change a truly transformative initiative for your states and our nation. The MacArthur Foundation is very proud of the accomplishments of the Models for Change initiative. Early in my tenure as president, I had the experience of traveling to Louisiana and Pennsylvania for site visits and meetings. I was impressed with the young people I met who want to get back on the right path and the adults who want to help them recover and succeed. Most of all, I came back with an appreciation for that fundamental insight, understanding that kids are not adults and the profound implications that has for how society holds them accountable for their mistakes. The Foundation's investment in Models for Change began with a grant to the Juvenile Law Center in Pennsylvania in 2004. The initiative expanded to Illinois in 2005 with a grant to the Civitas Child Law Center in Chicago. Louisiana came on board in 2006, originally under the leadership of the State Board of Regents, but now at the LSU Institute for Public Health and Justice. In 2007, Washington State joined under the leadership of the Center for Children and Youth Justice. Every year has been filled with successes and challenges, and with new tools, resources, and lessons for the field. Each state has made a unique and powerful contribution to the overall effort. Pennsylvania expanded the scientific screening and assessment of young people in trouble with the law so that decisions about them can be based on solid information, including the risks they present, their mental health and other treatment needs, and what it will take to help them succeed as adults. Illinois changed fiscal incentives, shifting savings from reduced state commitments to local communities for use of more effective treatment, rehabilitation, closer to home. Louisiana led the way in evidence-based intervention programs, the kind that target young people's problems intensively, involve their families in changing their behavior, and deliver public safety at less cost than incarceration. Washington has found ways to re-engage truant and disconnected youth with the help of local schools and community members and without the need for formal court involvement. Collectively, Models for Change core states have shown how juvenile justice systems can evolve, adapt, progress, and improve from frontline staff to the top executive.
We are now doing some things very unique as a result of this project. Number one, anytime that we do something, a policy, practice, whatever we do, and we collect data, we always have to go through and look at the DMC aspect of that. We understand very clearly that if you start collecting data, start taking the evidence and using the evidence to decide, how you want to administer services, that's going to make a big difference. And the state of Washington, it has a lead in that regard.
Dr. DePrato's efforts have been invaluable to this whole reform effort here in Louisiana. Through her leadership, she was able to bring lots of stakeholders from different backgrounds and interests to the table. And while we might not all agree on everything, she was able to help us all agree on some common issues that we all wanted to try to impact. Dr. Stephen Felipe is also somebody who's helped us tremendously in Louisiana, in that he provided a lot of training and guidance on evidence-based practices, and through his leadership, we've seen a great number of evidence-based practices in place, implemented for our youth. So I would like to thank our leaders in Models for Change here in Louisiana, and also the MacArthur Foundation in general for the time, the passion, and the commitment that they have shown to help Louisiana become a better state and to help the youth here in Louisiana.
Illinois Models for Change and its partnership has been a strong cornerstone for the Department of Juvenile Justice and the things that we've been able to accomplish over the last 3 years, from reduction in population, from training staff on mental health and trauma needs of youth, on enhancing our data collection abilities and analysis. So I'm excited about this support that they have shared with us, and I'm excited about being a part of the Illinois Models for Change family. And so again, congratulations to Diane Garrity and the Illinois Models for Change family on the great work that you have done and the great work that you are going to do. Thank you.
Models for Change in Pennsylvania, through its strong partnership with our state advisory group, has accelerated reform efforts in our target areas of improvement, especially during very difficult budget times. Two of the critical initiatives that have helped advance our work in Models for Change are screening and assessment for kids and also engaging families better through more family involvement. Screening assessment is critical so that we can identify kids' risks and needs so that we can align services to address the kids' risk level and needs of each and every kid. It is also critical that we engage families at every decision point of the juvenile justice process so that kids can be successful when they return home. I would like to thank Bob Swartz and his truly remarkable staff for all of their efforts, for their friendship, for their dedication, for their passion, because you truly are champions for change.
As the initiative draws to a close, the work of helping young people in contact with the law is not done. It is only taking a different shape that is informed by the work of the Models for Change core states and the significant contributions of the Adolescent Development and Juvenile Justice Research Network. By testing the research on the ground and developing innovations in practice and policy, you have created a legacy of progress that will benefit the work of others for decades. On behalf of the MacArthur Foundation and the entire Models for Change initiative, it is my pleasure to name the Juvenile Law Center, Civitas Child Law Center, the Institute for Public Health and Juvenile Justice, and the Center for Children and Youth Justice as 2013 Champions for Change. Congratulations to you all.